Hi everyone, welcome to your practice today. Here in Western Washington, it is definitely springtime. The tulips are blooming, the trees are budding, the sun is shining, and it makes me feel really happy. So that's the theme of today's practice, is a sense of joy. I hope your yoga practice brings you joy. It's not a drudgery to get on your mat or a feeling of competitiveness or anything like that. I'd like you to really focus on joy today. So even when the practice gets a little more challenging, can you still find the joy? That's the question. So you might need a block for today's practice, and we'll start on our backs. So I will meet you there. All right, so lie on your back on your mat with your knees bent and your feet on the ground. Maybe turn the toes in and the heels out just to start in a comfortable resting position. And with your knees knocked in, you might notice a widening or a feeling of widening of the low back. And let the eyes soften, the eyelids relax, and let the breath flow in and out of the nose. Even though your breathing is involuntary, we can also add effort to it, meaning that without trying, we will breathe, but that we can still apply effort to the breath. So let's begin to apply some Ujjayi technique to our breathing. Begin by narrowing the airway of the throat, like you're fogging a mirror, with your mouth closed. And you should hear a sound coming from the back of the throat, a soft snoring sound. Maintaining that breath, maintaining that sound in the ears. Open out the arms, palms are up, and one at a time bring the knees into the chest, and we'll just roll a little side to side. Tune into how this feels, how it feels to massage the back into the ground. And take the arms out a little further. In fact, turn the palms down. And I'm going to unbend my knees about 90 degrees. From here, I'm going to hover my knees about a third of the way over to my right. I'll keep the knees together, and I'll breathe, pressing the palms into the floor. On the next inhale, bring the knees back up to center and hover about a third of the way over to the other side. Now I'm going to flex my feet, keep some brain power in my lower legs, keep the knees together, and then pressing the palms, inhale up to center and exhale over to the right. We'll do it another time each side. This time I might go that same distance, a third or maybe halfway. Breathe in and out, keeping the legs glued together. And then inhale, press the palms, legs come back up. And exhale, hover them to the left, either a half or a third of the way. Try not to hold the breath. Keep the face relaxed. Remember a sense of joy. And inhale, bring the legs back up to center. Cross your right calf or shin over the left. Take your hands, reach them forward, and just hook them over the feet. And see if you can find a place of relaxation here with as little effort as possible. Big breath in and out, feeling your brain settle into your practice. And then switch, cross your left leg on top, the hands reach forward, and they rest on the tops of the feet or the ankles. You might find this one to be a little bit less comfortable or natural feeling, and that's okay. And take a big breath in and out. Take your legs vertically, give them a little bit of a wibble wobble, a little bend in the knees. And from here, right ankle crosses on top of the left thigh, and I'll bend that left leg. Without using my hands, I'm going to pull my left knee towards my face, and my right foot is going to push against it. So it's a little push and a pull here with my lower body. Take a breath, and then exhale, reach forward with the hands. I'm lifting my chest up. My left knee is drawing towards me, and my right ankle is pressing away. Take a deep breath in, stay elevated in the head if you can, and switch. Cross your left ankle on that right thigh, bend the knee, and then right knee comes towards my face. My left ankle presses away. And I'm still lifting up through the head and shoulders. And if it's too much to lift the head, I might just rest it down. Take a breath and switch again. Bring that left knee in, right ankle presses away. Take a breath and switch again. One more breath here. And release both legs up. Maybe the head is still lifted. Arms are reaching. And then from here, gluing the ankles together, start reaching the legs out on a diagonal. So here are some ways to modify. You might bring your fingers to the ground. You might bring the head to the ground. Take a breath here, in and out, and find that angle of the legs, which requires your attention and your focus. But it's not impossible and making you grit your teeth and forget about joy, which, by the way, is my middle name. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, bend the knees, draw the legs into the chest, roll side to side, and then either cross your ankles, hold the feet, roll up. Might take 1, 2, or 3 times to roll up to balance. Or if rolling on your back does not seem like a good idea, just roll to one side. Come on up. Cross the ankles, hold the feet, and balance. And take a nice deep breath here. Release the feet, cross the ankles the other way, hug them in. Whoop. Find your balance. Don't worry if you lose it. Take one more breath in, feet down, hands down, step or hop back, downward facing dog. So separate the feet about hip width apart, hands are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to walk my dog here and let your head hang down. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale fully. Keep moving the buttocks up and back, moving the chest towards the legs. Knees might be bent. And take one more breath and scoot your feet together. Take your right leg up, right thigh to the chest. Now make sure you're in a down dog shape, not a plank position. And we're going to circle that right knee. Make big circles with the knee and go the other way. As you inhale, extend the right leg long, and exhale, step the foot between the hands. Now, if when you step, your foot only goes that far, then just help it up with your hand. So from here, I'm going to walk my toes to the right, and I'm going to angle my foot out, drop the pelvis, and begin to lift the chest. So right away, I feel that through the front of my back leg. And if you've been sitting a lot, and I know you probably have, then you will likely feel a fairly strong stretch. So lift the chest, drop the pelvis, feel the collarbones broaden, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to start pushing the ground away with that right foot, almost like you're trying to make your footprint deeper in the ground. And so depending on your flexibility, you might be able to straighten that right leg completely or not, probably not, and that's okay. Take a nice deep breath in, bend the knee, press the hands, and step it back to down dog. And before we jump to the other side, notice how this feels, side to side. Nice deep Ujjayi breath, and we'll take it to the other side. Left leg reaches up. Breathe in, your right heel presses down. Even if that right knee is bent, press the heel down. From here, left thigh to the chest. And we'll circle that left knee. Nice big circles, or as big as you can manage, both directions. As you inhale, extend the left leg long, look forward, and step that left foot between your hands. Walk the foot to the left. Turn your left toes out so they're out on an angle. Both hands on the inside. And we're going to drop, ooh, that feels good, the hips down as the chest lifts. Now, if this is quite an intense stretch, you might bring that right knee to the ground. If you want more of a stretch, you can lift the knee as you actively drop the hips. Feel the heart lift. Feel the breath expand. Be glad you're on your mat right here, right now. And then begin to activate this left leg. I'm not just straightening it, I am pushing the ground away until I feel just enough of a stretch in the outside of that left leg. Breathe here, in and out. Pretty intense for me on this side, particularly. One more breath here. And then press the hands flat, push the ground away, and step back to down dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Look forward. Right foot steps outside right pinky. Left foot steps outside left pinky. Toes angle out. We'll take a squat at the front of the mat. So elbows can come on the inside of the knees. Open out the knees as wide as you can. Take a little slide side to side. And take one more breath here. Press both feet into the floor like you're trying to push the ground away, and then slowly, navel lifting, stand up. Begin to straighten the legs, slowly come up. Toe heel the feet back together. Just stand a moment and feel that. Feel the effect ripple through the body. Ujjayi breath in and out. On the end of the exhale, let the hands go. Take the arms up. Look up, belly in. Exhale and fold. Fingers to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and step it back into your plank. So with your plank pose, your arms are long and straight. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, and I'm looking forward. If I look down or I look back, you can see that the upper back begins to round and my head is no longer in line with my spine. So press the ground away. Look a little forward, chest forward, and as you exhale, bend your elbows halfway down. Take care that your shape does not look like this. It's more like this. As you inhale, up dog. Downward facing. 3 deep breaths. On the end of that third exhale, bend the knees, look where you're going to go, and lightly step or hop your feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, touch palms. Exhale, hands at the heart. 2 more. Inhale, arms up, tummy in, and fold. We're trying to synchronize the movement with the breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, release the legs. Inhale in your plank, look a little forward, smile just a little bit. Exhale, bend the elbows. You can bring your knees down. Inhale, upward facing, lean back, and downward facing. 3 deep breaths. 1. 2, and 3. As you inhale, hop or step. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Lungs are full when the palms touch. And exhale, hands at the heart. 1 more. Inhale, arms sweep up and fold forward. Lead with your chest. You might have bent knees here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and step back to plank. Inhale in your plank, look forward. There's a forward movement as you bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog, point the toes, lift those knees. Downward facing, 3 breaths. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. On the end of the 3rd exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and as you inhale, hop or step. Exhale and fold. Inhale all the way up, look up, and right into Utkatasana. So bend the knees and begin to sit back like there's a chair back there and you're looking to sit in the chair. So your bum is seeking that chair. Pull the belly in, pull the navel in, and squeeze those bent knees together. Take a breath. As you exhale, press the hands behind you like you're squeezing a block between your palms. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sit a little deeper. Let your fingers graze the floor or get pretty close. Inhale, arms sweep up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, and either step back or hop. Now remember, there's that forward movement of the chest, whether you're stepping or you're hopping. So chest comes forward. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg lifts up, point the toes. Exhale, step forward for warrior 1. So find your footing, press down into your legs, and as you inhale, take your arms up and look up. Press some energy into that back leg as you sink down in the hips. As you inhale, open it out to warrior 2. So right knee bends 90 degrees. I'm going to descend that left hip as best as I can. Spread the wings. Look out over middle right fingertips. Take a breath here in and out. On your next inhale, straighten the right leg. Reach out, reach through those right ribs, and exhale. Hand to the floor or to the ankle or to a block. And look up to your left thumb tip. Find your breath. Steady your breath, steady your movement. Steady your mind. One more inhale here. As you exhale, look down, bring 2 hands to the floor, press off the ground and sweep that right leg back to a one-legged down dog. From here, come forward to a one-legged plank, and now either bring the foot to the floor or rest your top foot on your back foot, on your back heel. Take a breath, look forward. Exhale, chest comes forward as you bend the elbows. Release the back foot. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Here's a reminder, you don't need permission from me to take a rest. So this is a really nice position to be in. Pose of the child. When you are ready, from your downward facing, left leg reaches up as the right heel pushes down. And exhale, warrior 1. So step the left foot forward, pivot the back foot. Press into your legs, press into the floor. Square your chest to face forward and take your arms up. So resist the urge to come out of that front knee bend. Keep that front knee bend fairly strong. Keep the belly pulled in. Tailbone is heavy and you have some energy in that back leg. Take a deep breath here, in and out, warrior 1, and then opening up into warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So the right hip descends. I'm going to reach out through both arms. Take care that you're not leaning. Reach out through the right arm as well as the left. Shoulders are soft. Eyes are open. On your next breath in, push the ground away with your left leg. Pull the tummy in and reach out with your left arm. Left hand descends to the ankle or the shin or the floor or a block. And we're looking up at the right thumb. And even though my eyes are focused, my focus is soft and I can see everything. Breathing in and out of the nose. One more breath in here. Exhale, look down. 2 hands down. Push the ground away into a one-legged downward facing. From here, come forward into your plank. Remember, you can come to a 2-legged plank, or you could even bring your knees down. Or you could rest that left foot on top of the right heel. As you exhale, look forward, bend the elbows. The elbow bend goes straight back alongside the ribs. Look forward. Inhale, up dog. Lean back. And downward facing. Couple breaths. Soft expression on the face. Maybe a Mona Lisa smile on the mouth. And that's exactly what it sounds like, a Mona Lisa smile on the mouth. One more breath. As you exhale, look forward, bend the knees. Think light. Inhale, hop or step, feet forward. As you exhale, fold, tuck the chin. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Lift the gaze, look up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Press into the right foot. Pick up your left heel and then pick up that left thigh. Take a breath here. And now the left knee opens left, and I'm going to cross the ankle on that right thigh. Similar position as we did in the very beginning on our backs. So pressing the ankle into the thigh, sit the buttocks back like you're seeking a chair. As you inhale, reach the arms, look forward. Breathe in and breathe out. This might be where you stay. You might even have the hands at the heart. You might even be stabilizing that leg. If you're ready to go a little further, you might reach forward and bring fingers to a block. Continuing that action of sitting down and sitting back, as well as ankle pressing into the thigh. You might find fingers can come to the floor. Make sure the left ankle stays active. 3 more Ujjayi breaths. Remember, joy, light-hearted practice. 1 more breath here. As you inhale, lift the gaze, look forward, come up a bit. Exhale, stand up, left thigh to the chest. And as you exhale, like you're pushing that foot through thick air, begin to pivot at the hip and press the foot behind you. And keep the belly drawn in, the chest comes forward, the outer left buttock and thigh roll down toward the floor. 1 more breath in, sink a little deeper in the chest, then bend that front knee. Set that back foot down and straighten the legs. So I'm going to turn my hips to face forward, left arm up, right hand to the waist. So put some energy into the back leg, take a breath, left arm reaches up, and exhale, reach out. Left hand reaching for the front, coming down to the floor or even onto a block. Press into that left arm and let there be a rebound of energy up the arm and through the torso. Lengthen the chest forward, look forward, and then take a twist to your right. I'm going to pull my right hip back toward the back of the mat. I'm going to push into my left straight leg, and I'm going to twist, holding for 3, 2, 1.5. 1 more breath. And exhale, look down. Bring 2 hands down. Bend that front knee and step it back into a one-legged down dog. Come forward into your one-legged plank. And then turn your back foot so you're on the outer edge of the foot. Bend that right knee. Open the knee toward the ceiling. And come up on the right fingertip. So this might be right where you stay. You get a sense of where your body is in space. If you're ready to move from this, my right hand is going to get light
as my right foot gets heavy. And I'll do that a couple times just to feel what that feels like. Right fingers get light, left foot gets heavy, and I land on the ball of the foot. One more time, right fingers get light, right foot gets heavy. My left leg stays straight, my right knee stays bent. I'll lift the hips, take care of that left shoulder, pull it down the back a little bit away from the ear, gaze at the right palm. Hello. Take one more breath, hips up. Exhale. Look down, look where you're gonna go. Back into that transition movement, back to a one-legged down dog. Inhale, downward facing. Take a couple breaths. Feel what you feel. Then take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, look where you're gonna go. Hollow your belly. And then inhale, hop or step. Exhale and fold. Inhale, look forward again. Mona Lisa smile on the mouth, a little bit of a upturned corners of the mouth. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, spread your toes, and Utkatasana. Take the arms up as you sit the buttocks down and back. So we'll take all that on the other side. But first, press your palms behind you, like you're squeezing a block behind you. Feel the shoulder blades draw together. Feel the muscles of the upper back working. From here, take a breath. Press down into your left foot. Pick up that right leg. Your right knee turns out to the side, and you stack that right ankle. So release the hands, bring them around the front. You might need to adjust that leg. Make sure the right ankle stays flexed. Sit down and sit back. Breathe here and keep the belly drawn in a little. Sit down and sit back. You might even think about lifting your tail feathers toward the wall behind you as you draw the navel in. So you might stay here. The hands might be at the heart. You might find that you can reach down and put your fingers on a block, or maybe bring your fingers to the floor, bending that left knee a little bit more. Breathe in and out. Steady your breath. Steady your focus. One more breath here. Stay with it. And now find your footing. Press into the ground. Hollow the belly a bit. Inhale, lift the torso. And when you're ready, stand all the way up. Right thigh to the chest. Take a breath, and then kicking that right foot back, moving into a warrior three. So on this side, it's the right outer buttock that rolls toward the floor. Think about squeezing those inner legs a little bit more toward the midline. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, bend that left leg, step the right foot back behind you, find your balance, and then come up to stand. And that back foot comes down on an angle, and we square the hips to face forward. Right arm reaches up. Press into the back leg. Take a breath. And as you exhale, keep that right foot anchored as you reach out through the right. Reachy, reachy through the right hand, and you can bring the hand down to a block or the floor on the inside of that front foot. Press into the right arm, lift the chest, and now take a twist to your left. So here's a couple of common mistakes that I'll see. Left hip starts to drift to the left. That's one. Another one is the right hip descends in order to make a bigger twist. And you can see what's happened to my back foot. So let's work on those for a moment. Right hip pulls straight towards the wall behind me. I press into the back foot. My sacrum stays fairly level as I lift the chest and begin to spin. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, look down, bring two hands down to the floor, press the ground away, and step back into a one-legged downward facing dog. I'm going to just lengthen my down dog a little bit here. Take a breath. As you exhale, come a little forward, like you're moving towards plank, but not all the way. Bend your left knee and lift that left knee toward the ceiling, and I'm going to bring that right foot on an angle. So I'm on the pinky toe edge of my right foot. Come up on those left fingertips, and again, this might be where you stay. Get a sense of where your body is in space. Get a sense of all the different forces acting here. The action of the right arm, the action of the right leg, the lightness of the left fingers, and that left knee. If you're ready to move on, remember the left fingers will get light as the left foot gets heavy, and you have to trust that the ground is behind you, and it is. So come back again. Fingertips, left knee. Take a breath. Left foot is going to get heavy. I trust my right arm and my right leg. My left fingers lift. One more time. Breathe in. Left toes get heavy. Left fingers get light. I'm going to keep my right leg straight. I'll push into the ground. Lift my hips. Keep the right shoulder pulled down away from the ear. And I look to my left palm. One more breath. I find that bending my right knee helps me to come out of this safely. I look down. I'm going to reset that left hand and move right back into that one-legged downward facing. Bring 2 feet to the floor. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a rest. So I'm going to bring the knees down. And the buttocks down. And I'll breathe here. Ujjayi breath. Feel what you feel in the body. Notice where your attention is. Notice what your breath is doing. One more breath here. As you inhale, come on up onto hands and knees. Slide your right knee forward. Kick the foot out to the side and slide the right knee back. You might find that having a block here is really handy, and I'm going to turn actually to face you. So you might find that taking a block and sitting on it enables you to sit in this posture, Gomukhasana, with your right knee stacked on top of your left. If you don't need the block, the buttocks are going to be working towards the floor. And the challenge here is to ease that right hip crease down toward the ground. And tuck the feet in. And we'll just breathe right here. Notice where you feel this. From here, take your left arm up, bend the elbow, right fingers reach over and take that left elbow. And we're just going to guide it toward the midline a little bit. Think about buttoning down those lower ribs. You don't want to be arching the back tremendously here. And I'm going to look down and to my right. Keep the buttocks anchored, particularly that right hip. And as you inhale, release the arms, come forward onto your hands, and you can either release it the way you came in, or you might plant the feet, lift the knees, and circle your hands to your left. And voila, you've switched sides. And if that's not your cup of tea, just switch sides, however it works best for you. You might find that you have some differences in the hips, which I certainly do. So you might think that a block would be appropriate on this side if it wasn't on the other. See how that goes for you. Tuck the feet in. I am going to use a block on this side. It's going to help me feel more grounded in my pelvis. Tuck the feet in. Just sit up nice and tall. Find your breath. And then from here, it's the right arm that's going to come up. Elbow will bend. Remember, don't arch the back. Keep those low ribs buttoned in. The left fingers are going to reach for that right elbow and draw it toward the midline. And the gaze is down and to the left. One more breath. And then release the elbow. Come forward onto your hands. Release the left leg. I'll turn back onto the mat. Turn back into downward facing. And from down dog, bend the knees. Look where you're going to go. Hop or step forward. And have a seat. And come onto your backs. Cross your right leg on top. And if you can, loop that left foot under the right ankle. And if that kind of intertwining all the way down the legs isn't possible, then just squeeze the lower legs together. Both knees are bent. Take a breath here. Left arm on top, right arm under. And we'll intertwine the forearms and press the palms. And like the legs, if that's too much, you might just press the forearms and backs of the hands together. As you exhale, lift your head and bring your elbows and your knees close together. As you inhale, open it up. Keep the belly drawn in and see if you can tap toes and fingers to the floor. Exhale, lift the head, squeeze the elbows and the knees together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Go slowly. 3 more. Inhale, open, slowly, slowly. Tap. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Soles of the feet together. Let your knees open. Let your arms open. And relax. Second side, bring your knees together. Bring the thighs toward the chest. Cross your left leg on top. And then, like before, intertwine the lower legs, or if that's not comfortable, just squeeze the lower legs together and both knees are bent. Lift the head, right arm on top, left arm under. Intertwine the forearms, press the palms. Exhale all the breath as you squeeze them together. Inhale, open it up, go slow. Tap the floor. Exhale, slowly squeeze. Now remember, you're still hugging the midline with your arms and your legs. Inhale, open it up. Touch the floor. Exhale, slowly. Hugging the midline, squeeze the elbows and knees together. 3 more. Inhale. Keep the belly drawn in. Keep the torso firm. Tap. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hug the midline. Squeeze the elbows and knees together and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Feels so good to be here. Let's just stay right here for Savasana. If this does not feel so good to you, feel free to bring your knees together. Make all the necessary adjustments that you want to, and then straighten out your legs. But if it feels good, Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound angle, is a nice place to take rest.
Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. And let the eyes close. And even here, let there be the faintest hint of a Mona Lisa smile on the mouth. Helps to soften the expression and even helps to soften the mouth. I also find it improves my mood. Allow the breath to be. No more effort or control. If you find that after a minute or so, with the knees open, you'd be more restful with them straight, feel free to change. If you have more time, stay in Savasana a little bit longer. And if it's time for you to get up, begin to breathe more deeply. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, waking the hands and waking the feet. One at a time, bend the knees, roll to one side. And from here, use your hands and press down. Slowly come up to sit. Sitting up, nice and tall. I like to imagine that my skeletal frame is tall and robust, and my muscles and my skin are softly draped over that frame. Notice how you feel. And bring your palms together. I want to say thank you for joining me today. I hope this practice has brought a little spring into your step and some joy into your life. It certainly has for me. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.